welcome to an extra special Fortune Friday. We have a special guest for you today. We have Chef Kathleen O'Brien Price from Eat Multi-Course, as well as Chef Chopped Champion. So let me pin a comment. I hope everyone is having a great week. I'm just going to put this comment up real quick, and then we will get started. We have a special demo for you today. Hold on. Almost. Hope you have something good in your glasses. Hello. Okay, we should be able to get ready. Just waiting for my guest. We have St. Patty's Day coming up, so we are going to start the celebration tonight. How is it, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Yes.
Oh, hello. Oh, you can't see me. I just want to make sure my angle is right.
Where are you?
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You look so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I decided to be festive since we're making Shamrock Shakes.
Shamrocks. Welcome back to Summation.
Thanks for having me again.
My pleasure. Good to see you. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. This is our special Fortune Friday session. It's late night, 6 p.m. here on the East Coast, and we have a very special guest. We have Chef Kathleen O'Brien Price. She is the Food Network Chopped Champion who won as she was inspired by cuisine from Ireland. And we also have her because we are putting together an event on Saturday. Kathleen, can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so next Saturday, March 13th, we have our 14th multi-course dinner. So exciting. And it's Irish themed to go along with the Chopped Champion win kind of thing, because I had to use all like Irish ingredients. And it's close to St. Patrick's Day, and I'm Irish, so it just kind of made sense. Like, we're going to have an Irish themed multi-course dinner.
So yeah. What gave it away? You're Irish.
Yeah, by the Kathleen O'Brien, obviously, right? So yeah, multi-course, we make 4 courses, we deliver them to your home, and then me this time particularly walks you through how to finish each dish, and I tell you like a little story about each dish, like origins, and I give you like some random tips and tricks along the way. So it's more than just like eating out at a restaurant or eating takeout. It's actually an interactive experience. So you take away a lot more than just having a really full, delicious meal, delicious meal. And the other cool thing about it is you can dine with friends and like interact with them just like we're interacting now, but eating the same food. So it feels a little bit more special than just like FaceTiming your friend.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things I like about it too is you can meet people.
Our last event, we had a whole session of people meeting people.
It was about an hour and a half after the end of dinner. Dinner was over.
Yeah.
It was just a whole group of people just chilling out and drinking wine and having a great time. It was probably my first online party.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what's really special, right? Because when you go out in person, if anyone remembers what that's like, but like you'll randomly talk to someone at the next table, or you might get in a really conversation, and we're missing that. You know, we're cool about, not cool, but the silver lining of all this is we've gotten a lot closer with the people that are close to us, but we're missing those like random connections, which are actually kind of important as well. We might not do that, but like even just a random good morning from your coworker, like it's just a missing.
Yeah, it's like you just wake up now and go straight to work, and you're not talking to anybody. You're just this or whatever it is.
Exactly. Even if you live with your partner, I live with my husband. I feel like even now we're like to the point where we don't necessarily talk all the time. Like, okay, what do you want to watch for TV? Like, you just get in such a rut. So multi-course really kind of that up. And you can feel safe doing so. And you don't have to leave your house, even if you don't feel unsafe leaving, you just don't have to leave your house. Pick up your feet and enjoy a wonderful experience at home.
And the food is 90% of the way prepared. So all you're really doing is maybe heating up or warming up and then plating, and then you eat. So it takes what, 5 minutes for each course?
Actual interactive portion is probably like 5 to 7 minutes each course.
Each course, right.
Yeah, some things, like for example, next week we're having lamb shanks, and you're gonna put them in the oven, and that's literally all you do. So like just as long until it takes the heat up. And then like dessert, most of the time is completely done. We did have a really famous, like amazing pastry chef for Valentine's Day, and people actually got to assemble macaroons, which is actually kind of cool because when do you ever?
They were this big. They were huge.
When are you ever making macaroons at home? And then like, the decorating part is the fun part. All the elements are together.
Yeah, yeah. I'm never making macaroons at home. I'm not. Well, so you brought up some food items. So why don't you go over the menu that you've put together for next Saturday?
Yeah, for sure. So next Saturday, I'm making Irish soda bread as a starter with a couple flavored butters. I love Irish soda bread. I'm surprised I don't make it more times a year, but it is kind of like nostalgic for this time of year, I guess. It's so good. It's literally so simple to make, but it's so good. You have to eat it fresh though. And then for me, the best part of bread is butter. So I'm making some nice flavored butters to spread nice and thick on top of the bread. Clearly, I'm really excited about this course because I talked like so much about it just now. The second course is a leek soup, so potato and leek soup. And then I'm gonna make a nice like green like oil or sauce over it, so it'll have like some color in it. And we're having a shamrock crouton because I can't be not kitschy. I love holidays. And main course is lamb shake and champ, which is a mashed potato dish that was made in Ireland. It's basically mashed potatoes with like scallions or green onions, depending on where you're from. Either or, same thing.
Yeah.
For dessert, I'm making a caramel apple trifle, which is kind of an ode to the dessert I made on Chopped that ended up helping me win. Apples are something I'm cooking with since I was like 12. And they're really near and dear to my heart because my grandfather, he had this amazing like backyard in San Diego and grew all kinds of fruits and apples and things. So they used to have a lot of apples. So that's kind of why I used to like use them up and make things. And he always loved my apple dessert. So when I was on Chopped and I opened the basket and it had green apples in it, I was like, oh my gosh, like grandpa, I'm about to win. Like he's passed away, show aired. But I was like, literally, like you're here with me right now because I like apples. Like I know exactly what to do with these. So you are dining with us on Saturday. You are in for a treat because I've been told I make the best apple desserts. But not only my grandfather, because he's biased, obviously. I was his first daughter. But actually, when I worked for Will and Jada Smith, I one time made an apple pie, and Will Smith literally ate the whole thing, like just standing there in one night. So I know what to do with apples, so I'm excited about dessert too.
Good to know. Well, we're not working with apples today, are we? What are we working with?
No, we are making a really simple dessert. We're making a Shamrock Shake, which you're making it boozy, which I definitely would if I could. Clearly, impossible. But Shamrock Shake is something that McDonald's kind of made famous. Our chef.
Yeah.
But it's essentially just a vanilla milkshake with green food coloring and some peppermint, and then alcohol of your choice. Of course, Irish whiskey, Bailey's, those would be the obvious choices here, which you just held up. And we're going to do some fun, I have some fun garnishes. I suggested to you having some Lucky Charm marshmallows to top it. And we're just going to go, like, this is not a chefy dish, okay? This is just good. We're going to just use some homemade whipped cream, or not homemade, some store-bought whipped cream, top it off, really indulgent. And it's super easy to make. So that's what we're making today. Yeah.
Take it away. Take it away. I've got my blender. I don't know if you remember, there was, I think it was called Milk Bar. There was a bar that all they did was make, boozy ice cream drinks. And they had all of these blenders going on at the same time. It was absolutely ridiculous. And it was never really that crowded.
They're just always like looking busy.
Yeah. But anyway, so I have my blender ready to go. I don't use it much, to be very honest with you, but here we go. Let's make some Shamrock Shake.
And I'm using a NutriBullet, which actually, if you are deciding, if you live in New York or a small space and you're deciding between a blender and a NutriBullet, definitely go with the NutriBullet, especially if you don't cook that much, because it's so much more efficient to clean. It takes up way less space. And like a blender is just a disaster sometimes. Not your disaster. I mean, not your disaster, your blender. But I have a blender too, but like in terms of ease of use, it's a lot easier out than that. Unless you are looking for a lot of people. I gotta grab my ice cream actually. I didn't take that out. All right. So for our shake, literally, we're just gonna be using a mixture of ice cream, and you can use milk or heavy cream to like, what is the word? Loosen up your ice cream. The best milkshakes to me are nice and thick. Are those two different kinds of ice cream you have?
Yeah, this is Turkey Hill, which is a local creamery, and they have a brown sugar bourbon ice cream.
Ooh.
And then I have, you said vanilla, so I went super classic, Breyer's natural vanilla.
Nice, nice. I was like scared to leave my ice cream out so it wouldn't be too soft, but now it's like kind of hard. So the key when you make a milkshake is milk or cream ratio to ice cream. If you put too much ice cream or too much milk, you're gonna have like that liquidy, like icy consistency, and not that like smooth, creamy consistency that you want in a milkshake.
So I grew up in New England, and we had there what's called a frappe, F-R-A-P-P-E. Everyone always calls it wrong if you're not from New Hampshire. It's frappe, and it basically is ice cream, a little bit of milk, blend it all up. It's like the thickest of thick shakes that you possibly could ever make.
That also, milkshakes are a preference, right? Like I actually like that nice thickness, but my mom also, when I was growing up, we would eat ice cream and milk, which now to me sounds absolutely disgusting. But because it like the ice cream kind of melted and there's like ice crystals and then there's like creaminess from milk. I don't know why good then. I'm not a fan of just milk by itself now. But generally, the ratio generally is like 3/4 cup of ice cream to 1/4 of a cup of liquid. So since you're going to be adding, you said what?
There's so much ice cream in my blender right now.
You're going to have a lot of family size. You're going to have a McDonald's size shake.
Super size.
Since you're going to be adding the alcohol too, so alcohol is going to like make it looser. So be mindful of that. Basically, it's about a total 1/4 of a cup. So you might not need as much cream or milk. So you might want to just use all alcohol.
I got milk in this alcohol right here.
And then what you're using, milk or cream, also that's going to determine the consistency because cream is a lot thicker and milk is a little bit looser. I would suggest using cream or whole milk or just alcohol, like you're using. Just because, again, if you're gonna have a milkshake, you should just have a milkshake. You shouldn't worry about any of the calories or any of the sugar. Like, just enjoy it and then do what you need to do the next day. Okay, so we have our basic ingredients: vanilla ice cream, milk or alcohol, Bailey's or whiskey. The thing that makes this milkshake special is we're making it minty. So we're going to use some peppermint extract. But before you even pour this in, it is so strong and so powerful. You literally need like a drop. So I would not suggest even trying to pour it in like this, because if you pour it in like this, you're going to end up something. It smells like toothpaste mouthwash. If you pour it in like this, it's a very high chance that you're going to pour too much. So always, always, always measure your peppermint extract out. Like an 1/8 of a teaspoon to start, especially if it's your first time making it. Because you're going to want to, you wouldn't want to make this whole milkshake and then be like, oh my gosh. You can always always add more, which is a general rule in cooking, but you can never take away.
So someone asked about non-dairy ice creams. What do you add for that? Ooh, and I just poured too much into my second egg already, so I hope the booze will take care of that.
So easy to do. Actually, before I get to that question, every extract I always measure. The only one that I'm like, you could just free ball it is vanilla, because vanilla is now really so horrible if you add too much. But like every extract is just like a super, super concentrated situation. Okay. If you're using non-dairy ice cream, you can use coconut milk. You can just use non-dairy milk. Obviously, it's just not going to be as thick and frothy as your regular milk. I would actually suggest like coconut milk from the can, because that'll actually make it thicker than like other ones.
That's a really good idea, actually, because I just made a soup using the coconut milk from a can, and it's really super duper duper thick. Mm-hmm. The other thought I had is, could you use like a soy non-dairy creamer to make it thicker?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good idea as well. You just have to be careful of those, because they have a lot of random things in them. So make sure you're getting one that doesn't have like a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna put more chemicals in the from the food coloring.
So the other last thing that we're gonna add is our green food coloring. This is the favorite part of every kids cooking class I ever do. Everyone always wants to color something. So you can put as little or as much as you want to determine the green color that you want. I'm gonna aim for like a pale minty green here, not like a deep green, because although they say that food coloring doesn't taste like anything, it definitely tastes like something to me.
So I don't actually have food coloring, and I thought I wanted to try something a little different, and put green sparkles or sugar crystals in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That should break down, and again, it probably won't be like a bright green, but it'll. Let's see what happens.
You don't know how much I'm putting in there.
In. And then that's it. That's all we're adding to this. Now it's a matter of blending it, which is going to get out on both of our ends. And just if it's too thick, you can add more of your liquid. If it's too thin. If it's too thin, it's a little harder to fix. That's why you should add little liquid. It's kind of like the peppermint. But you can always add more ice cream, and it'll get thicker eventually. I would also suggest having like a spatula or a spoon nearby, so when you blend it, you can like scrape down the sides and mix it up, because sometimes it gets caught in the bottom of the blender or on the NutriBullet. So let's see what happens.
Ready? We'll do it at the same time. We'll be loud at the same time. Ready? Go.
Oh, mine is actually good consistency.
It's green.
Mine is, oh yeah, beautiful. They're like the same kind. All right, so now all we have to do is put it in our glasses, but since you do have those sugar crystals, this might be a lot because I know you have your whole area set up, but you could rim the glass just like you rim a margarita glass with your sugar crystals. Just like wet it somehow with whatever you have near you. If you're eating it, go ahead and lick it. No one will know. Well, we'll all see it, but no one will judge you.
Stephanie wants to know if this milkshake will bring all the boys to the yard.
I don't need to bring any boys to the yard anymore, but it might for you.
Neither do
I. Also, a quick tip: if you wanted to make like a mint chocolate chip milkshake, you can add in some chocolate chips, blend them up as well. You could also line your glass with some hot fudge or chocolate sauce around the edge. Like giving you all these ideas after the fact. You're like, why?
Yeah, right. Thanks.
I clearly made a small amount because I haven't eaten dinner. I can't just. I'm growing a child. Give myself too much sugar.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, it's not too much peppermint? Oh, perfect.
I think the booze balances out.
Nice. All right, so I clearly made like a very little amount, but that's okay because this is all I need before. Now for the fun part, like if you wanted to garnish it, I've been really into store-bought whipped cream, so I'm gonna add whipped cream.
I have a chef's confection. I whipped my own before.
Ooh, fancy. Fancy. And then I have some Lucky Charms. Well, actually, funny enough, the store didn't have Lucky Charms when I sent Christopher. So they had some SquarePants cereal that have marshmallows. So I have pineapples under the sea instead of but it still serves the same purpose of looking cute and pretty on the cream.
So
And
I have
like random left
green chocolate. They call them here chocolate sprinkles, but where I'm from, we call them chocolate jimmies. So.
Oh, those like the ones that are like yeah, I can't see that blind. Yeah. So yeah, just garnish as you wish. And then I even have a little cherry because I've been teaching a lot of kids classes.
You have been teaching a lot of kids classes. It is so much fun. Hey, follow Chef Kathleen on Instagram. She has the cutest little kids. Join her. They're awesome. Yes, Stephanie, I would like sprinkles on that.
Yes, I have all the random supplies from teaching virtual classes here.
Well, and I have, as you guys saw in the beginning, I have chocolate gold coins to help out. Then I bought Andy's candies.
Ooh, yum. Those are my favorite.
I had like half the box yesterday because I was grocery shopping and I'm like, oh, I won't need them all tomorrow.
Part of the reason I loved Olive Garden growing up because you got those when you left.
Amazing.
I don't know. Do I have a straw somewhere nearby? Oh, I do have a straw. Awesome. So I think milkshakes taste better out of straws, but you know, we want to save the environment. But some random fast food place still gave me a straw, so I'm going to use it.
And there we are.
Oh, beautiful. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Let's see how this. I haven't had a milk in a really long time.
Nicely done, team. So I'm just going to eat out of the blender.
For sure.
Because they kicked me out of New York and I become real classy.
Nice little treat. Easy to make, obviously, very few ingredients. And once you buy this bottle of peppermint extract, it'll last you for the rest of your life.
And in 50 years, you'll need something to make with that peppermint.
Exactly.
So cool, cool. Well, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. Let's remind everybody what's going on next Saturday on March 13th.
Yeah, so next Saturday you can join me and Multi-Course. We're presenting a 4-course meal delivered to your home. If you live in New York City, sadly we do not deliver outside of New York City or out. We've delivered sort of outside, but not like in different states yet.
Yes.
Join us for our 4-course meal, Luck of the Irish dinner. I will be cooking it. I will be teaching it. It's a very fun, interactive experience. We have beer pairings from Big Alice Brewing in Long Island City, a New York brewing company. And it's a lot of fun. It's a different kind of night, especially if you've just been in this mundane kind of, oh my gosh, why is it not warm yet outside? Just something fun to do in the house. And I will be teaching, so you'll get to hang out.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed our demonstration of a Shamrock Shake. I hope everyone does join Eat Multi-Course next Saturday and Chef Kathleen. It'll be a lot of fun. And I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, that you've had a great week this week. Join us next Monday, this coming Monday, for Monday Motivation. I will be going live with Miss Anna Cabrales, and we are going to be talking about the fact that it is Riesling Week. So look forward to seeing you all and look forward to talking more about Riesling. I hope everyone has a great night. Chef Kathleen, thank you again. We will see you again sometime soon. Everybody, thank you so much. It was great to see you. Have a great weekend.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.